Hello, this is Lita from Online Learning Services. Today I'm going to show you how to run reports in Watermark. In this video, I'll be going through the admin view, but the instructor view is very similar. Admins, if you are looking for running reports for course evaluations, please see our training video on viewing course evaluations. We have provided the link in the video description below. You can access Watermark through Canvas or by going to the Student Learning and Licensure login on the St. Rose website. Once there, you can run reports in a variety of ways. Select the Reports tab on the left side menu. In the right corner, select the Create New Report drop-down menu. You will have a few different options to select from: comparative data, rubric, standards, and time logs. For comparative data, you can select multiple ways to view reports. Let's do an example. On the Add filter, select an activity, click Next, search for the activity, or you can select multiple activities. And let's select a course. Then select a rubric. Note that rubrics are a required selection for running reports. Now select the data columns. For this demo, I'll be selecting all the different options so you can see what they are. Once you've entered the information you wish to review, select Run Report in the upper right corner of your screen. When the report is done running, it will pull up a screen that has the columns you selected, as well as the filters you selected. To view the assessments, select the assessment count number. Here's an example of what that would look like. So here you can see the student's name and the assignment that was linked to the assessment. To export the results, use the Export button in the upper right corner to download aggregated or disaggregated CSV files. To save your report, select the Save button and then Done. If you want to pull different data and you don't want to save this report, you can choose the Edit Report button to enter what you wish to pull. Much like the comparative data reports, you can filter the rubric report in multiple ways. First, select the rubric or rubrics you wish to view. Give the query or report a name. Then select the filters you wish to use. The following may be the most common filters you'll want to use: term, course, section, template, and activity. So for this, I'm going to use course. And then add another filter. I'm going to select template. Then select Run in the upper right corner. On the report, you'll see how students performed at each level of the rubric. You can also use the Standard dropdown to select the standard or standards that are linked to the rubric or a specific element of the rubric. To view each student's scoring, click on the percentage and total number in the chart. You can also set up a comparison query with another term to see how a program's students are performing over time. So you'll notice that here, this rubric wasn't used in the terms that I selected. So that's why there isn't a color bar appearing on the screen here. But this is what it would look like. It has the first query that I ran and then the second one. And then here you can see the two queries and then the scoring that they had in the rubric. And then total rubric score, you have the first query, the second query, and then the number of assessments, the mean, and standard deviation. Much like the rubric report, you have similar filtering options for the standards report. Select the standard set and any filters you wish to use. Then select Run in the upper right corner. Let me show you an example of one that I ran yesterday. Once on the standards page, you may come across some blank standards with no charts. This means that either a rubric or template does not have that standard linked to one of its elements. You may need to scroll through or export the file to see what standards have been linked to a rubric, template, etc. So here you'll see that there are some pie charts that are linked to specific standards. And then below that, we have some that were not used in the assessment that this is linked to. Let's take a look at time logs report. Time log reports can be done by either section or student. Let's begin with sections. Select the section option and use the search bar to look for the sections you wish to view. Use the checkboxes to select those sections for your report. Then select Run Report in the upper right corner of your screen. The time log report will show you the sections, the time log timeframes that have been approved by instructors, and the total for that section. The total hours across courses and sections shows the category or categories linked to those sections. Note that once you've begun building a section report, you can select the student option to view individual time log entries for those course sections selected. For example, I can see that Elaine does not have any time log entries approved. So let's go back to the reports page. For the student reports of time logs, you can see what time logs are pending for the student. Select the student option, search for them in the search bar, and then select Run. You can navigate between time log categories using the View Categories dropdown. In this course, there's only one time log category, but if there were multiple, you would see a list appear in this drop-down menu. This was a brief overview for instructors and admins on how to run reports for rubrics, standards, and time logs, as well as comparative data. We will provide help guides from Watermark as well in the description below. If you have questions or are having issues pulling any of the data demonstrated in this video, please contact onlinelearning@strohs.edu and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.